Hi, my name is Isaiah Henry, and I'm the author of a book about how entrepreneurs are working to solve the longest-standing challenges of American health. This book explores the intersections of healthcare and entrepreneurship. Throughout the book, I modify the principles of entrepreneurship to fit the obstacles of the healthcare industry. I was compelled to write this book because students and young professionals in healthcare are not reminded enough of the potential their big ideas have for the future of healthcare. Understandably, the healthcare industry is a complicated one, but I argue with the right roadmap, big thinkers might reconsider how they see the industry and maybe even how they plan their own careers. The book exposes and challenges the conventions of change-making in healthcare. I think the classroom treats the healthcare industry as this machine that only a few key players have control over. This might be the government, health systems executives, and large third-party companies like Pfizer and Epic. In many ways, this is true and will always be true, but there are countless opportunities for small innovators to fill the larger gaps those big players miss. Additionally, the industry is far too often described as too complicated or a bad investment. Young professionals and venture capitalists would often rather spend their time and money on the next hottest app rather than a venture in healthcare. I think the reality they perceive is sometimes wrong. And I argue the obstacles of healthcare innovation are so clear that if strategically actioned against, some entrepreneurs can almost assure their success. In this book, we join several entrepreneurs on their journey. To name a few, you'll meet Dr. Erica Barnell, founder of Genoscopy, who leveraged her research as a medical student to build a novel approach for colon cancer diagnostic solutions. Another is Dr. Oliver Carraz, founder of ZocDoc, who sought to improve the patient experience and minimize physician time waste by building one of the first appointment booking platforms in the late 2000s. The book uses these founding stories and many others, along with the words and wisdom of experts in health and entrepreneurship fields, to demonstrate the major themes of starting a venture. The coolest story I share in this book is the success of a company called Zipline. It is straight out of a movie. Zipline was started by a Harvard grad, Keller Renaud. Keller is this brilliant engineer who has launched a series of ventures, one of which was Kickstarter's first project to crack $1 million in backer funding. He later went on to launch Zipline, a medical delivery service that uses drones to drop blood bags and medical supplies to hospitals in times of grave emergencies. What I find profound about Keller is that he did not have resources vastly different from mine, many of my peers, and likely many of my readers. So I think that he captures a lot of the magic that this book has to share in turning a project from day one into something capable of revolutionizing the way healthcare works. My hope for this book is to give my readers a comprehensive roadmap to healthcare innovation. How it works, what to be careful of, what it looks like, the untapped opportunities, and where to get started. My hope is to demonstrate how feasible launching a venture in healthcare can be so that students and young professionals are aware of it as a potential future career. You will enjoy this book if you have interest in what is brewing in entrepreneurship or healthcare. I cover a lot of the interesting stories of how today's movers and shakers came to be, and I cover a lot of the less than obvious pressures on the industry that might be interesting to know. Most importantly, if you're interested in business success stories like The Social Network, Founder, or The Big Short, you will certainly enjoy the adventures these entrepreneurs have to share. My name is Isaiah, and my book is about how entrepreneurs are working to solve the longest standing challenges of American health.